Hey, this is Abacus with the Spuff of Legend. I wanted to make a quick video about Killing Floor 2 just because the opportunity arose. I wrote an article on the UMP SMG, which is going to come out eventually, whenever it gets scheduled. And I happened to play Killing Floor 2 to get an image of the UMP. I haven't played Killing Floor 2 in ages, and I do apologize. That's why this gameplay is terrible. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I saw this new gun called the Hemoglobin. I thought, oh, let's give it a try for my favorite class, the medic. And I don't know if I was using it correctly. I don't know what it was doing. Also, at some point in this video, you're going to start going, why aren't you bashing, Abacus? Bash the zombies! And what happened was, this is the first time playing Killing Floor 2 on this new computer, because I got a new computer, and it doesn't look like it saves your settings. So I had all the keys rebound to other stuff. I had it so it was hold to zoom, and I had bash bound to M4. And I know that this giant thing pops up that says bash with V, but it was heat of the moment, and I survived, so you know, blood under the bridge. But right, the hemoglobin. I liked it. I liked its existence, and I guess that's kind of what I'm going for, which is there is so much more content. One of the biggest problems Killing Floor 2 used to have was that there wasn't that much to it. It only had a few game modes that all played exactly the same. It was tough to tell the Zeds apart. The classes only had a few weapons to choose from. It didn't feel like there was that much when it came to loadouts, but there have been so many changes since then to fix that, such as a lot of weapons being flagged for multiple perks to be able to use. During this gameplay, something happened. It said objective completed for killing alpha plots. I don't know what that's talking about. And I couldn't find out by scrolling through the menus, but I don't consider that a bad thing. That's a good thing. When stuff like that happens, we think, huh, what was that? There's more to this game. I need to go find out, figure out what it is. So I didn't do that much research, and I still haven't done that much research, because I'm kind of looking at it from the point of view of someone who just leaps into a game without seeing what they're up against, which is most people. And I can say that Killing Floor 2 is doing a much better job on that front. And then I check my inventory, and I see that I've got like what I think it was 9. I've got 9 Horizon unkeyed crates that I hadn't opened, so let's go ahead and start opening those. And I got some cool stuff, and then I got some garbage that I didn't really want. I'm letting that just play in the corner. I was gonna have the gameplay and then this, but I don't think this video is gonna go on long enough for that. So you can just see both at once. Oh, but I did want to mention regarding the cosmetic implementation stuff, the unusual relationship with precious weapons. Back when Killing Floor 2 first came out, precious was this gold stuff, very hard to get, very expensive. Looks like all the old gold is still expensive, but I got a bunch of gold stuff just from these free crates. And then I could take the stuff I didn't want and turn it into some sort of crafting powder, and then the crafting powder turned into more stuff. And I ended up getting some cosmetic items I was really, really happy about. And I really liked that. There's not a lot of games that are so generous with the gold weapons. So thank you, Killing Floor 2, for that, because it's really something that has been, like, a lot of games do it, and it's something that I'm not a huge fan of, is all these artificially induced rarity tiers. And Killing Floor 2 seems to be a lot more generous with letting players find what they're looking for free. So thank you again. There still seem to be a lot of people playing. I'm loving these new maps. I don't think this is not one of the new maps, but I got to play on some of the new maps. They've had some really strong art design ever since Zed Island, where they try to really make their maps look different from what you see right now, which is kind of a boring industrial blood-filled arena thing. They've actually been going for some cooler, and speaking of cooler, unique maps, these holiday events, the Halloween event, the Christmas Krampus event, which is where the UMP first came out. These are awesome, and new bosses. There are new bosses. You can fight more than just Hans and the Patriarch, which is really cool. I thought they'd never come out with that, and it was one of the reasons I stopped playing the game. I got really bored of what there was to offer, but there's so much more to offer now. And in general, Killing Floor 2 has reached that level where I don't think I can complete all of it, and I can't wrap my head around everything that's in there, which is a great point. Once you get to that point, you know that the game just has, like, infinite replayability. So coming from someone who gave up on the game around, like, 2016 or so, it's really good to be back and see how much the devs have added to the game to make it feel vibrant and full and complicated. And that's really all I wanted to talk about. Go play Killing Floor 2 if you haven't. This is Abacus with the Spuff of Legend. Have a great day.
Boom. Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done.